This is Starts of Soul, where every story touches the heart, reminding us that kindness, no matter how small, can change a life forever. It was one of those cold Friday nights when the world felt too busy to notice the quiet hearts working behind the scenes. In a corner of the old town, there was a small repair garage, rusted sign, oil stains on the ground, and a man inside who carried both grease and grief on his hands. His name was Ethan, 36 years old. A single dad, a mechanic by trade, and a father by heart. Every day, he fixed engines that roared louder than his worries, but tonight, something else was about to enter his life and change it forever. There you go, old girl. Another day, another engine fixed. He wipes his hands on a rag, glancing at an old photo taped to the wall, his late wife smiling, holding a baby girl. It had been 6 years since the accident took Mia from him. Since then, it had just been him and little Lily, the light in his life, the reason he kept pushing through exhaustion, debt, and loneliness. "Daddy," Miss Clara said, "we're having a dinner party at school tomorrow for the parents." "You'll come, right? A dinner party, sweetheart. You know I don't really fit in with those fancy parents, but you promised. You said you'd come to everyone this year. All right, I'll be there. Maybe I'll even wear that old suit, if it still fits." Lily giggles and hugs him tight. He didn't know it yet, but that one promise, a simple father's promise to his daughter, would lead him straight into the night that would change his destiny. The next evening, the dinner was more than just a gathering. It was a showcase, wealthy parents, high-profile donors, and the local elite mingling over wine and laughter. Ethan stood out in his worn jacket, holding a small box of cupcakes he and Lily had baked that morning. Isn't that the mechanic from Maple Street? Yeah, the single dad. Poor guy probably can't even afford the dinner ticket. Ethan pretends not to hear, focusing on Lily as she shows her school art to her friends. Then she walked in, a woman in an elegant silver dress, quiet confidence in her stride. Her name was Isabella Knight, a billionaire entrepreneur known for her chain of ecotech companies. "Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am, I didn't see you there." "It's all right, no harm done. You're not one of the regulars, are you?" "No, ma'am, just here for my daughter. I fix cars, not networks. That's refreshing. Most people here talk like they're auditioning for an award." They share a small laugh, but fate wasn't done weaving its threads yet. Later that night, one of the caterers stumbled near a table, her tray tipping dangerously toward Isabella's dress. Ethan sees it first. Without a second thought, he lunges forward, catching the tray midair, saving Isabella and the guests from a wine disaster. "Careful there, miss. You okay?" I almost ruined everything. Thank you." "That was fast. You've got good reflexes for a mechanic. Guess it comes with tightening bolts under pressure." They laugh again, drawing glances from around the room. That moment, a small act of instinct and kindness began a ripple neither of them could predict. After dinner, guests leave. Isabella steps outside for fresh air. Ethan helps Lily with her coat. "You know, most people here wouldn't have lifted a finger. You didn't even think twice. You'd do the same." "I'd like to think so, but maybe I've been too long in boardrooms to remember what real instinct feels like. We all fix things differently, I guess. You fix companies. I fix engines. Same idea, both trying to keep things running." For the first time in years, Isabella felt something human, a warmth she hadn't found in her world of contracts and luxury. The next day, life returned to its rhythm, grease, engines, and coffee that tasted like yesterday. Until a black car pulled up outside his garage. "Mr. Ethan Cole, Ms. Knight asked me to bring her car here. It's having some trouble starting." "Sure thing, pull it in." The car, sleek, silver, and spotless, was the kind of machine Ethan rarely saw this close. Looks like your sensors are fried, probably water damage, nothing I can't handle. You again. I thought I recognized your name when my driver mentioned it. You could have gone to any luxury shop in the city. Why bring it here? Because I trust people who care about what they fix. He smiles slightly, returning to work. As the day passes, they talk about cars, childhoods, dreams, and disappointments. She learns about Lily, about his late wife. He learns about Isabella's loneliness behind wealth and expectations. By the time the car is fixed, the sun has dipped below the horizon, and something quiet but certain has begun between them. Weeks pass. Isabella visits more often, sometimes for minor car issues, sometimes just to talk. She brings coffee, sometimes pastries for Lily. To Ethan's surprise, Lily adores her. Then, one Friday night, Isabella invites Ethan and Lily to dinner. Dinner? Like a real dinner? Yes, at my estate. Think of it as a thank you for saving me from embarrassment that night. I don't exactly own anything fancy to wear. Then come as you are. I'd rather have honest company than polished pretenders. Ethan steps into a world he'd only seen from the outside: chandeliers, marble floors, quiet servants moving like shadows. But what surprises him most is how Isabella looks at him, not with judgment, but with genuine warmth. Dinner begins, laughter flows easily, Lily's giggles fill the hall, but halfway through, one of Isabella's business partners joins in. Isabella, I didn't realize you'd replaced your chauffeur with a mechanic. Ethan stiffens. He's my guest. Show some respect. Oh, come on, Bella. You can't be serious. What's next? Letting him manage your company cars? Don't worry. I know when I'm not wanted. Thank you for the dinner, ma'am. He takes Lily's hand, ready to leave. You'll apologize to him. For what? Speaking the truth? No. For forgetting that class doesn't come from money. It comes from manners. The man stammers an apology and leaves. You didn't have to. Yes, I did. You've done more with your two hands than half of them ever will. That night, something shifts. Two worlds that should never have met find a bridge in respect and sincerity. Days later, a letter arrives, gold seal, Isabella's emblem embossed. Inside is a single note. Meet me at the Silver Willow, 7 p.m. Ethan, curious and nervous, arrives at the restaurant. Isabella waits at a corner table. I wanted to thank you properly this time. You've thanked me plenty. No, not like this. She slides a small folder across the table. Ethan opens it, confused. What is this? A business partnership. I bought out an old auto repair franchise downtown, but I'm giving it to you. You'll run it your way. Full ownership, full control. Consider it an investment in good people. Isabella, I can't accept this. It's too much. It's not charity. You saved me once without asking for anything. Now I'm returning the favor. Besides, I believe you'll make it something extraordinary. Thank you. Not for the money, but for believing in me. You taught me something no boardroom ever could, that kindness doesn't need profit. Months later, the new garage opens. Cole Motors, where care meets craft. The sign gleams proudly under the morning sun. Customers line up. News cameras flash. And beside him stand Isabella and Lily, smiling. Mr. Cole, how does it feel going from a small town mechanic to owning a city garage? Feels like fixing an old engine takes time, patience, and a bit of faith. But when it runs again, it's worth it. Evening falls at the new garage. Lily draws with chalk on the floor. Ethan turns to Isabella. You know, if you ever get tired of board meetings, I could use a partner here. Partner in business or something else. They share a quiet laugh. A single dad who fixed cars for a living fixed more than engines that year. He fixed a heart long closed off, rebuilt his own hope, and discovered that sometimes miracles arrive not in shining lights, but in small acts of grace.